Boris Johnson and the other Brexiteers want you to think that Britain is about to embark on its bright future to the sunlit uplands of Brexit, but there is one reason why we will be back in the single market in a generation, meaning that you would regain your rights to live and work across 31 other nations. Trade. The EU are by far our largest trading partner, who in 2019 made up 45% of our exports and 52% of our imports in goods and services combined. And that's not even including the 72 other nations that we would have trade deals with through membership of the European Union. If we end the transition period without a trade deal, we will revert to World Trade Organization rules. This means the EU, by international law, will be forced to apply the same tariffs to us as every single nation that they don't have a trade deal with. Brexiteers' plan is to try and fill the hole left by having tariffs imposed on over half our trade by striking new trade deals with countries like China and America. Yeah, those guys. They are, however, forgetting one of the most fundamental rules of economics, known as the gravity rule. This is that approximately as distance doubles, trade halves. This is for the simple reason that it is more expensive to sell things to people who are far away due to the increased transport costs.
These are small, but the ones out there are far away.
For example, we have trade deals with both Germany and Canada, and yet our imports from Germany are 7.7 times higher than from Canada. Even adjusting for the difference in population, we still import 3.5 times more products from Germany. Now, in case you hadn't noticed, Brexit is a hugely divisive topic, which most polls still remain roughly split on. However, when you look at the bigger picture, it becomes apparent that Brexit is mostly a hot button issue of the moment that is gradually already being taken over by other topics. Ipsos Mori conduct long-term opinion polling on what Brits think are the most important issues affecting the country. Pre-2016, fewer than 10% of people listed the European Union amongst their highest concerns. Before the referendum, this sharply trended upwards, but now that we have got Brexit done, it is already rapidly decreasing. Once the public discussion has moved on and a government has come to power that is driven more by practicality and its citizens' opportunities rather than ideology, it is inevitable that for the sake of British businesses, we will move back closer to Europe. You might wonder, will we rejoin the European Union fully? And the answer to that is maybe. Now, in the long run, a Turkey or Canada style deal is unlikely because they don't include services, of which 40.4% of ours goes to the EU. They also sacrifice your freedom of movement. If we were to go for full EU membership, any newly ascending state needs to join both the Euro and Schengen. Not to mention it would likely be vetoed by another member state such as France. For these reasons, my money is on a Norway-style deal. Joining the single market would allow close regulatory alignment to allow for easy trade while letting us create our own trade deals. This is an outcome that before 2016, don't forget, Nigel Farage seemed very fond of.
Wouldn't it be terrible if we were like Norway and Switzerland, really? They're rich, they're happy, they're self-governing.
It would be ghastly if this country was like Norway. Can you imagine it? Rich, free, catching your own fish.
People often think of the UK regarding trade like a single entity, but the fact is we have 4.2 million registered companies. I myself work for a company that trades in goods across all of Europe. These businesses are not going to fundamentally overhaul their structure in order to fit in with Brexiteers' worldview. Europe is not going anywhere. The channel is not getting any wider. Every fundamental rule of economics states that we will need to continue to trade with them. And while we do so on WTO or Canada-style rules, we will be doing it at a loss. So yes, we will be back.